So, you want to be a hacker. Maybe you've heard the stories, seen the headlines, or just felt the pull of curiosity. In today's world, hacking isn't just about breaking into systems. It's about understanding how everything fits together and how to keep it safe. In 2026, everything is connected. Your phone, car, fridge, even your lights. Our homes, workplaces, and cities are woven together by invisible threads of data, making life more convenient, but also more vulnerable. Every new device is a new digital door, and each one is a potential target. The more we connect, the more entry points we create for those with the skills to find them. Hackers, especially ethical ones, are the digital locksmiths of our world. They're the people who test these doors, making sure they're locked tight before someone with bad intentions comes knocking. Forget the movie cliches. Real hackers are curious problem solvers who love to understand and improve systems. They're driven by a desire to learn, to explore, and to make technology safer for everyone. This skill is a superpower, seeing the hidden architecture behind our screens, understanding how data flows, and spotting weaknesses before anyone else does. The stakes are higher than ever. Data breaches can cost millions and destroy trust. One mistake can put personal information, business secrets, or even critical infrastructure at risk. Ethical hackers or penetration testers are hired to find weaknesses before criminals do. They simulate attacks, uncover flaws, and help organizations build stronger defenses. It's a challenging, rewarding job that's more vital than ever. Every day brings new puzzles to solve and new technologies to master. This blueprint is your fastest path into cybersecurity. It's a roadmap designed to guide you through the skills, knowledge, and mindset you'll need. It's not magic, but with curiosity and dedication, anyone can learn. The journey starts with a single step and a willingness to keep asking questions. We'll break down the journey from beginner to professional, the skills, tools, and mindset you need to thrive in this field. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, there's a place for you here. This isn't about breaking things for fun, it's about understanding and protecting them. The world needs more digital defenders. Let's get started. Before you write code, you need the hacker mindset, curiosity, and problem solving. Hackers question everything. Why does this app work? What happens if I push its limits? They look for what developers missed, testing boundaries and exploring edge cases. This creative, detective-like thinking is how vulnerabilities are found. Patience and persistence are essential. Failure is part of the process. Every setback is a lesson, not a stop sign. Hacking is a marathon. Celebrate small wins to stay motivated. Most importantly, ethical hackers build, not just break. The goal is to make systems stronger, not to exploit them. Intent matters. Professionals help. Criminals harm. The hacker mindset is about curiosity, creativity, and responsibility. Hacking starts with understanding computers, not complex code. Get comfortable with your operating system, especially Linux, and learn to use the command line. Know the basics of hardware and software, what each part does and how they work together. Try building a computer or installing Linux on an old laptop. Linux is the go-to for cybersecurity pros, open source, flexible, and powerful. Start learning a programming language like Python. Focus on variables, loops, and functions. Write simple scripts to automate tasks and build your logic skills. Hands-on practice is key. Don't just read, experiment. Mastering the basics sets the stage for everything else. Next, let's dive into how computers communicate with each other, because networking is absolutely essential for anyone interested in hacking or cybersecurity. Without understanding how devices talk, it's impossible to know how to protect or exploit them. Start with the basics. IP addresses are like digital home addresses for every device on a network, and ports act as doors that allow different types of services, like web browsing or file sharing, to enter and leave. Next, get familiar with the core protocols that make the internet work. TCP is reliable and ensures data arrives in order, while UDP is faster but doesn't guarantee delivery. Each has its own use cases, and knowing when each is used is key for both defense and attack. You should also know the basics of common protocols like HTTP for web traffic, FTP for file transfers, and DNS, which acts like the internet's phone book, translating names to addresses. To see all this in action, use Wireshark, a free tool that lets you capture and analyze real network traffic. Watching how data moves across a network is one of the best ways to learn. At first, all the information can feel overwhelming, but as you practice, you'll start to notice patterns and make sense of the chaos. Set up your own home lab using virtual machines with VirtualBox or VMware. This lets you experiment safely without risking your main computer or network. Create a mini network and watch the traffic flow between your virtual computers. You'll see how different services interact and how attacks or defenses might work in real time. Don't be afraid to experiment. Break things, fix them, and repeat the process. This hands-on approach is the fastest way to learn. Networking knowledge transforms abstract theory into real-world skill, making you more effective whether you're defending systems or testing their limits. Remember, practice is far more important than memorizing every detail. The more you do, the more you'll understand. Stay curious and keep exploring. Each new experiment will deepen your understanding and confidence. In the end, networking is the backbone of hacking and cybersecurity. Mastering it opens the door to everything else in the digital world. With the basics down, it's time to practice, legally. Never test your skills on random systems, that's illegal. Use ethical hacking platforms like TryHackMe and Hack the Box. Capture the flag, CTF. Competitions are safe, fun ways to learn real hacking skills. TryHackMe offers guided beginner challenges. Hack the Box is tougher and more realistic. These platforms teach you tools, vulnerabilities, and the hacker's process. The standard methodology: reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, escalating privileges, and reporting. Practice the full cycle. Find, exploit, and document vulnerabilities. Community forums are great for learning from others. Hands-on experience is the best preparation for real jobs. Ethical hacking is about learning, not breaking the law. Hackers rely on powerful, free, open-source tools. Kali Linux is your toolkit, preloaded with hundreds of security tools. Use Nmap for scanning networks and finding open ports. Burp Suite, free edition, helps you intercept and modify web traffic. Metasploit is a framework for exploiting known vulnerabilities. Practice using these tools in your virtual lab. Tools aren't magic. Understand what they do and why. Focus on mastering a few essentials deeply, not just running scripts. The right tools used wisely make all the difference. The most important rule: never hack without permission. Unauthorized access is illegal and can ruin your career. Always use legal platforms and virtual labs for practice. When working professionally, get written permission and follow the agreed scope. Report vulnerabilities responsibly, privately, giving time to fix them. Don't publish details that put others at risk. Protect your own security. Use strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and isolate your labs. Being ethical and cautious is what makes you a true professional. Let's walk through your very first ethical hack on TryHackMe, step by step. This is where you'll get hands-on experience with real-world tools and techniques, all in a safe, legal environment designed for learning. You'll start by receiving the IP address of a purposely vulnerable machine. The first phase is reconnaissance, using a tool like Nmap to scan the target and gather as much information as possible about its network and services. Scan for open ports and running services. Maybe you spot an outdated Apache web server, or perhaps an old version of SSH. Each open port is a potential entry point, so take note of everything you find. Next, research those versions for known vulnerabilities. Use online databases like CVE Details or ExploitDB to see if any public exploits exist for the software you've discovered. If you find a vulnerability, it's time to exploit it. Tools like Metasploit make this process easier. Just load the right module, set your options, and launch the exploit to gain access to the system. Once you're inside, your mission is to locate the hidden flag file. This file is proof you've successfully completed the challenge, and finding it is a key milestone in your hacking journey. In a real-world engagement, your job isn't done yet. The final step is reporting. Document every action you took, every tool and command you used, and every vulnerability you found. Clearly explain the vulnerability, its impact, and provide practical recommendations for fixing it. Good communication is just as important as technical skill. Well-written professional reports help system owners understand the risks and take action to secure their networks. This cycle, reconnaissance, exploitation, and reporting, is the core loop of ethical hacking. Mastering it is essential for every aspiring cybersecurity professional. Practice these steps regularly until they become second nature. The more you repeat the process, the more confident and skilled you'll become. That's how you transform your skills into a rewarding career in cybersecurity. One hack, one report, and one lesson at a time. You've completed the blueprint, built your foundation, learned networks, practiced safely, and mastered your tools. Cybersecurity is a field of lifelong learning. New threats and technologies appear daily. Stay curious, read security blogs, and keep improving. The demand for ethical hackers is huge. Every industry needs defenders. With the right skills and attitude, you'll have job security and great opportunities. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use your skills for good. Help, don't harm. The ethical path is the only path to a lasting, respected career. Your reputation is built on trust and integrity. Be a guardian of the digital world. Protect privacy, secure systems, and help others thrive. Be curious, persistent, and ethical. Go build a safer future.